Hello everybody, this is Artisan Loom here. I'm here with a original design tutorial that I did 40 weeks ago, and this is called the Fight Bracelet. And this bracelet is a breast cancer awareness bracelet, or at least it was for this particular one. You can use this for any awareness, but I chose to use the Fight one for breast cancer, and I dedicated it to Chidero's mom, who fought the great fight, and she ended up losing her battle with breast cancer, and it was super sad. So I wanted to dedicate this to Chidero's mom, and I also am going to do this particular rendition for a different awareness, and this one will be dedicated to Twisty Christie, who is fighting the great fight. She had breast cancer and had a double mastectomy and fought the great fight with that, only to come down with CLL, which is leukemia, and it's in her bone marrow, and it's chronic leukemia, and it is in her bloodstream and in her bone marrow. And so I wanted to, once I heard that she was fighting this, which I just found out last night, I just knew I had to break this particular design out and dedicate it to her and do it in leukemia awareness colors, which is orange. So I'm going to try to redo this one. You can use it for any awareness, and it's called the Fight. Okay, this particular design is only a 3-pin bar design, so it shouldn't be that difficult. And what I went ahead and did was I'm going to use white sweets, okay, for the nice sparkle that it gives off. And then I'm also going to use, and I believe this is, I don't know if this is Egyptian, let me check, it may be Egyptian, I think it is Egyptian. This is Egyptian red. There's also an Egyptian burgundy, which looks more red, but this looks orange to me. So I'm going to use this. It wasn't my favorite color, and I very rarely use it, so I'm excited to be able to do this. It has the gold on the outside with what is supposed to be red, but actually looks like orange to me on the inside. So these are the Egyptians, and I'm going to use that. And I've already, I took a seed bead, a 6/0 seed bead, and I put a spacer bead in between and put one on each side, a seed bead, just to make it a little prettier for the border. And then I've also taken a 6/0 seed bead, and since this has a gold hue to the outside, I went ahead and put a 6/0 gold seed bead on it. Okay, and I'm going to do the center part in the Egyptian colors. Okay, so go ahead and pick whatever color that you want to use for your awareness, or if you're not doing an awareness, however you want to do it, go ahead and pick that out, and we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm using the white with what I'm going to alternate every other one with this band. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go to the left, to the right, and let me see how I did this, how I ended it. I'm curious as to if okay, I only did one loom length on this one just to try it. So we'll go ahead and do a plain band. I was debating on whether to put the bead on the first one or not. Plain band, beaded band. Well, plain band. I love the white sweets too. They just give off that awesome sparkle. beaded band. Okay, you're going to do the same thing on this side, which is the plain band. And I'm going to attempt to keep these so I don't have as much fixing to do at the end. Although, you know what, it really doesn't matter because it just seems like anything that has a sticky band, any sticky band is going to twist. Especially those thin ones, they will just twist and shout. Okay, so I'm going to do this all the way up the loom. And I do believe I'm going to make it 2 full loom lengths because it is going to shrink down because of the way the bands are stretched. And I might ought to say this up front. I haven't made this since I made the first few, which was 40 weeks ago. I would, because of the way that I see in my pictures how the bands stretch, I would use good quality bands if possible. Nice, good stretchy ones. The 300 count. 600 count, whatever, but I think you'll enjoy the 300 count pack better. But anyhow, go ahead and finish that all the way to the end of the loom till it comes to a point. Okay, so once you have that all the way to the end, then I've got the seed bead that's on my Egyptian band, and we're going to alternate a beaded band with a regular band down the center. So we're just going to go from the center peg, a plain band, a long stretch, and then a beaded band. Okay, a plain band, beaded band, all the way down to the end of the loom, just like that. Connect it to the other side, plain band, and you can start either, if you'd rather start the left side all the way up and then do the right side. I don't know why I started with the right, but every now and again I'll do that just to remain consistent, whatever you do. Okay, so you're going to do plain band, beaded band, all the way down one side and then all the way down the other to the very end. So I have that part done, and then I'm going to use the same color. I just want to stick with the orange Persians, and basically what you're going to do is just go from here. Make sure this is pushed down. Just do the small stretch and then the stretch going back the other way. Okay, all the way down the loom. I don't have any more beads that I put on. I think less is more. Okay, so you're going to do this all the way up the loom, and then I will be back. And I think we have one other band placement, and then we'll be done. Okay, I'll be right back. So the next step is I'm going to continue on with the same Egyptian color, and I'm going to start on this left peg and do a long stretch to the third peg up. Okay, I don't know why this isn't, it's not sitting tight on there. So you're going to do a long stretch going that way, which I know it's confusing because these are all the same color, but that's just how I wanted to do it. From the first peg to that third peg up is a long stretch, and then you're going to do from there a long stretch down. Okay, so just like an arrow, go to your next pin, long stretch up, and then your long stretch down where it connects. So you're just going to make arrows going all the way up the loom. And I think this is our very last, it should be, because this design is pretty band heavy for a 3-pin bar design. So just do your arrows all the way to the end. That's all the band placement that we've got here. So now we're going to turn the loom around. And what we're going to do is put a cap band in the center and do a triple cap band. Okay, and now we're going to start looping these long bands that go there, and basically we're going to just bring them up. So go in, grab that first band and bring it to the left, and then bring it to the right. Okay. You know what? We're going to need cat bands on all these. What was I thinking? We got to have a cat band on all these, so I apologize for that. I just noticed it right here. So we didn't get far. We can do triple cat band on each one. So I can let you get off. I'm going to let me get off the camera, and you can do all your cat bands and meet me back at the top when you have all of yours completed, and then we'll finish up. Okay, I put cat bands all the way down, including the very last pin. And so then we're just going to continue on, going through the cat band, grab that band that's on top, bring it back to itself. And actually, I probably could have got away with a double cat band. That probably would have been better. But I've already started. And I'm only saying that because it's just going to make it a little bit tighter of a design. So maybe I should have went with the double. Struggling here to grab that top band. Maybe I should have went with the double, but we're going to stick with the triple. Just see what happens. But if you want to take yours off and... Oops, let me start here. I skipped one. But if you want to go through and take them off and do doubles, feel free. But I've already got them on, and I'm not going to do them over again. Ugh, let me finish this one first. It's hard for me to see. I've got all these orange and just the way that I'm sitting here. Okay. There we go. That way I don't forget one. But you're going to do that all the way up the loom. Okay. And boy, that's going to make it probably pretty tight. I guess we'll go with it. Just do that all the way up to the end. So once I get that done, now what we're going to work on are, let me see where they are because I can't tell. These little small bands that are going from there to there. Remember those little ones? What we're going to do is we're going to go in. They start on the second pin bar. And what we're going to do is go through the cat band, grab the top one, and bring it over to itself. Just like that. Okay? Go in through the cat band, grab that one, and bring it over to the side. Okay? And we're going to do that all the way up the loom. So going through the cat band, grab that band, bring it back to itself. Okay, grab that one, bring it back to itself. So just bring all the side bands back to themselves, okay? So now that we've got that, what we would need to do are these long stretches. So you're going to go in, and I believe it's, grab that here. The third peg up is where it starts, the long stretch. So you want to go in through the cat band, grab that top, well, I guess, whichever band is on top, which I think since when we placed them at the beginning, we started on this side instead of this side, so this side's going to be the one to go first. And you're just going to bring it down to the border, go back in, grab this one and bring it down, okay? Go back in, bring it down, bring it down. Okay, the next one. And the next one. And you're going to do this the entire way. And then all we have is our border left. So go ahead and finish that part out. So, what I wanted to show you was that, remember how we triple cat band the center? I made it super tight. So there's not going to be as big of holes down the center. So this is only my second time really making this, so I'm not sure how it's going to affect the design. I know that it's tight because it makes my loom want to wobble back and forth. And if you find that happening, you just want to make sure you keep your pins pushed down onto the blue extenders. This one I did with only a double cap band, and that's why you see the little holes a little bit more prominent down the center. So I guess we're just going to see what this turns out to look like since I did the triple cap band over here. But if you wanted the holes to show more, then you would just do a double cap band from what I can tell. Okay, so now what we have is the border left. So we just do our simple border. Like always, just bring it over and then just go up all the way to the top until you get to the center and bring it to a point. Okay, you're going to do that on both sides. Oops. And I know that you already know how to do this, so I'm going to go off camera, finish that part, meet me at the top with the C-clip, and we'll take it off the loom. I'm at the top. I'm going to stick my hook down through, put my border band through, bring it up, put it on the hook, and then I'll go ahead and put the C-clip and let it hang out with this hook. I've got another spare hook. And what we can do is we can look on the side and see that it's all been loomed up, so it should not fall apart. My only concern is how thick the bracelet's going to be and how, because the other one was thick as it was, but it, you know, I don't know about the center and the hole. So I may actually like this better without the holes, but we'll go ahead and see. Just take it off of each one until you get it off the loom. Pretty simple, huh? Just be real careful. And I will meet you back here once I get mine off. See what this, I think it's going to be super pretty with these golds and the beads. It's for a good cause. Okay, meet me back here when I get mine off the loom. And I think I'm going to absolutely love this. Look at that. Now it is thick. The other side, it's not really reversible. That doesn't look real pretty on this side. You can try to stretch it out this way. It probably won't stretch out much. Unless you did you see what I mean by the holes down the center? They're a lot tighter than my other design, the white and the breast cancer one, because I did a double bands. But these are triple bands, so it makes it a little tighter, but I actually almost like it better. I really do. So just stretch it. It's the perfect size for the wrist. Right on, right on. And it's going to shrink up a bit, but I absolutely love it. I'm going to fix the bands, fix these beads to make them lay properly and pretty, and oh my goodness, I'm absolutely in love with this. So I will come back here once I get the bands exactly how I want them to lay. Don't accept how it comes off the loom. I know I say that, I haven't said it in a while, but don't accept it, because it always can be made to look prettier if you just take the extra time to fix the bands, get the colors the way untwisted, because see, twisted, it just doesn't look good twisted. But the colors also, twist them to get the color that you want to show. So obviously I'm wanting more of this gold purple to show. So say like that band, I don't like it. So I'm going to grab it between my finger and twist it towards the other direction. And then it will lay flat. This one, same thing. And then the orange will show through. Oops, sorry. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to fix all my bands the way that I would like for them to lay. And then I'm going to fix my beads and slide them to the center. I'll show you one of those so that you can see. Let me just finish with this band. Fixing the colors to lay the right way. Couple more and I'm done with this part. Never thought I liked this orange color too well, but now that I have it done like this in all solids, it's absolutely gorgeous. and for an awesome cause. Because orange is the awareness color for cancer, for leukemia, excuse me. And that's what I was kind of going for. But, you know, I really didn't have any good oranges, and I knew I didn't want to use opaque, and I knew that the Sweets orange was just too childish looking, and I just thought, well, I would like something a little bit better than that. And, oh, I can't get this one straight. Keep fiddling with it until I get it the way that I want it. I probably have to turn it the other direction. That's probably what the problem is. When a band doesn't want to, yep, see, when a band doesn't want to do what you want it to do, then it probably needs to go the other direction. And because this is a tight design. Okay, I'm going to fix all my beads to where I want them. They look like they're probably where I want them in the center. Most of them anyhow. But, so I'm going to untwist this band, and I'm going to go ahead and untwist the one in front of it. Okay. And then I'm going to take, and I'm going to try not to use my fingernails because you'll slice the bands. I'm going to just take it between the fingers and slide it where I want the whole thing to go. And I know it's lifted right now, but it'll fall into place, and you can move it around however you want it after the fact. Okay, and then I'm gonna fix this band. Okay. There. Do the same thing. I'm going to lift up, grab it between my fingers, and then let it lay how it's going to lay. So I'm going to make these lay a little nicer all the way down the loom, so I'll be right back. I got it to lay exactly how I want it to lay, and with how the bands I want to be facing, and the beads, and I'm absolutely floored. I found another band, and I just love the colors and love the design and love the beads. Not to toot my own horn, I'm really not trying to do that. I'm excited to be able to do this in the awareness color for the leukemia. So that is it. There may be a few that are still, like the bands that are way in here that I can't seem to get my grip on. Yeah, I see one or two. But it's just so pretty. Never thought I would like this color, but until now. Sorry, I'm really trying to get that color to pop the way that I want it. But some of the bands way in the center where the cap band is, you can't worry about too much. You just want your main top layer to be straightened out. Boy, I thought I straightened a lot of these out, but I'm finding a lot that I didn't. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, this is the Fight bracelet, and I'm dedicating this particular version to Twisty Christy, who is in a major fight right now with CLL, which is a type of leukemia that is in, let me see what it is called. Okay, let me just see what this is. CLL. Let me look it up real quick just to know exactly what it is. It's called chronic lymphocytic leukemia. It's a type of cancer of the blood and bone marrow, the spongy tissue inside bones where blood cells are made. Okay, and so she is fighting this right now, and I just This is normally my breast cancer awareness one, but this particular one is in the awareness colors for the CLL leukemia. So I wish her all the luck. I'll be praying for you. And I know since you fought the breast cancer, I know that you can fight this. Just keep your head up. And for all the people out there that have cancer, keep up the good fight. You can fight it. It's not a good fight, but it's a battle, actually. But this is my fight bracelet, and I hope you enjoy it. I hope you decide that you can make one. And if you do, just tag and hashtag your renditions to me, Artisan Loom. Also, you can follow me on Instagram, and also I have a Facebook page called Artisan Loom Bead Queen. And also, if you're watching this, you know that I have a channel called Artisan Loom on YouTube. So, all right, you guys take care till next tutorial. Bye-bye.